Exploring SecurTrac, User Activity Monitor Overview. In the User Activity Monitor view of the SecurTrac configuration database, at a glance, quickly understand which User Activity Monitor documents have been created and identify which ones are active. Step 1. When configuring the User Activity Monitor, on the Basics tab, identify the users that need to be monitored. Select the desired user entries, person or group documents from the Domino directory. Use of wildcards is supported as seen in this caption. The use of full access administration can also be monitored if required. In step 2, specify whether or not this particular User Activity Monitor document applies to all servers in the domain, or specify the servers where the monitor should be enabled. Important note, SecurTrac must be installed and running on all the specified servers. SecurTrac cannot monitor activity on a server where SecurTrac is not running. In step 3, identify the databases to monitor. An individual database can be specified, or if monitoring an entire folder of databases is required, specify the folder name. Asterisk wildcard is supported in order to specify that all databases should be monitored. It is possible to exclude individual databases or folders from being monitored by using the Exclude File Folder Names field. Specifying multiple values is supported. Separate each value with a semicolon, as seen in the examples of this caption. In step 4, it is recommended that a description for the monitor be specified. Specifying a description will make identifying a monitor document at a view level easier, and when viewing SecurTrac logs, it will be easy to determine which monitor triggered the logged event. Step 5a. By default, SecurTrac will log all events regardless of monitor type into a centralized log database called sctlog.nsf. If for a particular monitor, logged events should be isolated into a separate log database, SecurTrac can accommodate that requirement. Step 5b. By default and regardless of monitor type, SecurTrac will log all events into a log database on the same server where the event occurred. If there's a preference to store all logged events onto a centralized specified server, SecurTrac can also accommodate that requirement. Step 6. If multiple monitors exist that ultimately in the end will detect the same event, SecurTrac will by default log a single entry into sctlog.nsf. This is the recommended setting. There are, however, some industries that require multiple log entries when more than one monitor detects the same event. In those cases, the multiple log entries option will be selected. If a monitor has been active and it's later decided that the monitor has to be temporarily disabled without affecting other active monitors, select Disable this User Activity Monitor. The User Activity Monitor has some features that do not exist in the database monitor. Those features include logging the following actions: database open, database close, and view open. The User Activity Monitor is especially useful, for example, if you want to keep track of the simple action of someone opening or closing a database, or keeping track of which database views are being used. In addition to having some unique features, the User Activity Monitor also has some basic features included in the database monitor. Example logging includes document open, document creation, document update, and document deletion. In the User Activity Monitor, when those particular actions are logged, only action and connection details are captured. Document details are not logged. For example, which fields were updated. If logging into that level of information is required, use the database monitor instead. Step 1 on the Monitor tab, select the desired level of user activity that needs to be monitored. In Step 2, if logging events at a more granular level is required, specify a criteria to match. Leverage the intuitive formula wizard to generate a formula that will be used. Alternatively, if you're comfortable with writing formula language, create your own formula language statements using the formula editor. Step 3. If desired, select any of the available exceptions. For Activity Monitor, default selections are shown below. It is recommended to leave those selections enabled in order to optimize server performance. Step 4, which is optional, enable SecurTrac's real-time notification feature, which can be customized and previewed. It will alert someone immediately regarding user activity that has been logged. Each User Activity Monitor includes the ability to schedule activity summary reports. Simply select the Report tab. Step 1. Reports can be scheduled to run on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. Configure the schedule to best suit reporting requirements. Step 2. Once a report has been run, using SecurTrac's real-time notification feature, which can be customized and previewed, alert someone immediately when the summary report is available. To prevent scheduled reports from running, select Disable Running Report. Reports can be run manually as well by clicking on the Run Report Now action button. Next, let's take a look at a sample user activity monitor log. While reviewing the user activity log view of the SecurTrac log database, at a glance, a user's activity can be easily understood. In this example, we have a complete audit trail of the user's activity in a database. To get more specific details about a particular action, open the desired individual log document. When viewing a SecurTrac user activity monitor log, within seconds the who, where, when, and what details, as it relates to the user activity, can be easily understood. Without SecurTrac in place, obtaining that level of information may not be possible or would be very time-consuming to gather. This user activity sample depicts a user who initiated a View Open action. The action details section shows important information such as 1. Who initiated the action. 2. The date and time of the action. 3. Database title and file name location. 4. Action type, in this case, View Open. 5. A link to the actual view that was opened. 6. The view name. 7. A link to the SecurTrac monitor that triggered the event to be logged. 8. And whether or not full access administration privilege was used is also indicated. The connection detail section shows 1. The service name, 2. The port name, and 3. The IP address. Leveraging the IP address information is especially important for situations where perhaps someone's Notes user ID has been compromised and it's being used without authorization. Using the IP address information, the computer where the activity originates from can be easily located. We hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. To learn more about our products, please visit our website for more product information and additional tutorials. Visit us at www.extracomm.com.